We ended up doing 2 back-to-back boat days in Mallorca. And he said, Heather, I woke up and I was in such a bad mood. I was in such a bad mood. He's like, look at me. You need to get those pussy lips in the ocean and I know you will change. He said, your attitude's going to change. I woke up. I felt like ticket sales were behind in like one market. I'm like, what are we doing here? We haven't heard about the show. What's happening? I woke up anxious about the schedule and what's happening. And Jeff was like, get that pussy in that water. And sure enough, as soon as my lips touch that Balearic Sea, my demeanor turned around. I was like, honey, I'm a Pisces. I am in that ocean swimming around. I had to get back in touch with who I am, which is a mermaid, a siren, if you will. And I'll tell you, there's not a lot of unks that can afford 2 back-to-back boat days, okay? It was actually not expensive at all. But you hear me. So the first day we did a boat day, I had found them on my own and we went out with this great skipper. He was amazing. But when you're renting a boat out in Spain, at least, it's not like when you go to the Turks and Caicos or my experience with Barbara Positano in Italy. You go, they have snacks on board, they have bottles of wine. It's not like bring your own thing and this guy's just driving the boat. It's always usually like, we'll bring wine or whatever, but we showed up to the first boat day and this was a very sexy boat, a very petite, small boat, but a sexy rubber-sided, kind of almost like a sexy speedboat. Small, I don't know the sizes of boats, but it was small and sexy, but looked very comfortable. There's something very comfortable about a soft-sided boat. We show up, we go out with our skipper. He's the cutest young guy, and he's going to take us around all these little swimming spots. Fine, fantastic, can't wait. And I'm like, hey, do you have any water on board? He's like, water? No. Well, I'm making him Italian. He's Spanish. He's like, no, we have no water. I was like, no water, no snacks, no Coke Zero, no white wine. And we're now way out at sea. And he's like, yeah, no. I was like, ooh, is there a little stop? Can we stop somewhere and I'll get some? I mean, pull up to one of these fucking yachts and I'll ask for some waters. He's like, I have a water. And he holds up his little water bottle. And I was like, I can't steal the skipper's hydration. I'm just going to have to tough it out for the next 6 hours. We did not have a sip of hydration. I'm in the ocean. I'm getting splashed around. I had 7 double espressos that morning. So I'm already showing up dehydrated. I was hungover because I had too much red wine the night before. So Jeff and I are like, what a bootleg operation this is. We're like, damn, they didn't tell us to bring anything. Usually when you do a boat day and you're paying a decent fee, they at least have water. I was disappointed, no white wine. Nothing, bare bones. But the boat was nicer. Then the next day we do it, we bring snacks. I've got hamon, I've got chips, I've got water, white wine, whatever. We show up and our boy Frankie, he had like 1 water bottle in the cooler. And this boat was not nice. It was like we had a great time, but it was like a real hard fishing boat. And so we show up and we're like, that's our boat? That's our boat we did a full day. Frankie's like, get on. And Jeff's like, what are we going, deep sea fishing? And it was small, like maybe twice the size of this table right now. And we're with Frankie. And I was just like, hey, at least we got snacks. We almost died yesterday. At least we got snacks. And we rode it out. So I will say, if you're going to do a boat day in Mallorca, pick the sexier, softer, rubber-sided speedboat. Because if not, you will end up on a actual old, small fishing boat. That's real clanky, a little rusty, and you're going to go, whatever. We're just going to make it work. But that's what I always need. I need a boat day. I need multiple boat days. I always say the best day is boat day. Boat day is the best day. And I love doing a boat day on a last day. You get that good swim, you exhaust yourself, you get back to port, you go home, you shower, you get in your jammies, you order some room service, or you're a little drunk or buzzed on the way back, you stop and get some sick meal and you're still in your swimsuit and you're just woofing it down, having the time of your life, and then you hit the bed hard. And then you wake up the next day, put all your memories in your suitcase, and you head to the airport, and it's a beautiful thing.